What's up? Happy Thursday. Haven't gone live in a while. And it feels so good. What was dinner tonight? I went to Burgers Never Say Die in Silver Lake. I don't know how to turn this filter off, so I guess I'll keep it on. But I kind of do want it off. Oh, jump scare. How's everyone doing? I was trying to come up with a guitar part for a while, and sometimes when that's happening, I end up just like taking a 2-hour solo, which is very fun but not always very productive. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Anyone have any questions? Comments, concerns, inquiries, requests? Grace is doing great. How am I? I'm doing great too, Grace. I'm working on some music. Some of it's mine, some of it's other people's. We've got a friend's birthday party later. What time is it? It is 10:03 in Los Angeles, California. What's my next tattoo gonna be? I don't know. Any requests? I'm open to suggestions. Can you sing something for us? What do you want me to sing? I'll sing a little bit. Question, how do you even start, like, coming up with lyrics or beats of a song, if it should be slow or upbeat? I don't really go in, like, with, I want this to be slow or upbeat, just because that hasn't worked for me, personally. In the past, like, every time I've gone in trying to write an upbeat song, it hasn't turned out great, or vice versa. So I just kind of go in and try and serve the song, whatever that means to me, or the song. That's a very unhelpful answer, but I guess what I really mean to say is don't force it to be anything. Actually, you know what's funny? I don't know yet, because but in large part because the whole week or 2 weeks before that, I was trying to write a very upbeat song, and I was so frustrated because I couldn't get anything up-tempo that I liked, that I ended up just going to the studio, being like, okay, I'm just gonna write a slow one so I can get it out of my system. And that slow one ended up being, I don't know yet. So I think the lesson there is just to kind of listen to yourself and what you want to do, not what you want to do. I guess that's the difference right there. It's not about what you want to do. It's about what you want to do, not what you want to do. Okay, I've somehow made this more confusing. Twin song? Okay. I could do that. I need you in the new Barbie movie. You know what's funny? I feel like every once in a while, there's so much going on all the time that you miss something. I miss this whole Barbie thing. I don't understand what's going on. Why is everyone getting Barbieified? I just don't get it. Choose one, producing or writing songs. I'm going to give a bullshit answer, but the more I do them both, the more they feel like they should be the same process to me. They should happen concurrently. Whereas I used to think that you should write the song and then produce it. Oh, Braden, dude, I actually feel the same way about you. That's very sweet. I love that song so much. Every once in a while you hear a song on your For You page that really does make you stop and figure out who the fuck is singing it, you know? And that's a really good feeling. I guess for me, but also probably better for you. I'm not a good enough singer to do Chronically Cautious. But if Braden wants to hop on and do it, I would love to have him. Draw my first tattoo. I'm gonna do like a mass tattoo drawing. Because I'm bad at picking them off one by one. So I just gotta like spend a day doing all the requests. Who's your favorite artist at the moment? My favorite artist at the moment is Theo Katzman. And I'm actually going to see, he's stopping by LA on tour, and I'm going to see him. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, Braden, pull it. That would be great. If I could figure out how to let, I always forget how to let people in. But if you request, I will figure it out. Oh, it kind of pops up in the feed, doesn't it? Huh? Sing Supercuts. I don't know how that one goes. I don't wanna da 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 da. It's always such a high risk, high reward doing requests that you truly don't know. Because if you do nail it, it is really cool. But if you don't nail it, you suck. Any new merch coming out? Always designing new merch. So I guess yes is the answer to that. You have school tomorrow and you're kind of tired. Thank you for the update. Hope school's all right, and I hope you get some good sleep. Sing Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. I think I sang that at like some talent show growing up. Sunday morning rain is falling. What movie should I watch? You should watch August. Give me a little bit more info. Give me like a genre. I've been watching a lot of movies lately. I actually have a lot of suggestions. Okay, I think Braden requested it. Let's see if we can get him in here. My phone usually acts up with this. Good. Guess we'll see if that works. Am I doing more shows? I am doing more shows.
Yo, yo.
What up, dude? Nice to meet
Dude,
you.
It's so sick to meet you. Like this is like crazy for me.
Uh,
I
likewise.
yeah, dude. I grew up as a producer like off of like Mars, Dirty Air Force Ones, like that whole era. Like you and Jeremy were like my two big inspos. I was in audio engineering school during like 2020 and like 2021, and that was like how I like developed my whole producing taste was like studying you guys' music and like all that stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. That's the coolest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's also
Respect.
like obviously COVID, net terrible, bad. People died. It was really tough for a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
I, I learned how to produce. It wasn't COVID, but when I was like I was really sick and I was on antibiotics and I couldn't go out and stuff. But like it's stuff like that that kind of like really forces you to like zero in on what you want
for
and
sure, man.
time and space and energy to make it happen. So that's interesting here. But dude, I'm honored because obviously you kind of took that and made it your own thing. So
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
where are you at?
I'm in Nashville right now. I'm from Toronto, but I'm like visiting here. I think I'm gonna move here, to be
Oh,
honest.
sick, sick, sick.
Yeah, you're in New York?
I'm in LA. I used to live in New York, but I live in LA
Oh
now.
shit. Yeah, I'm coming to LA like super soon.
Oh, well, dude, let me know. I'll be here for the next couple months.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be crazy.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love Toronto too. It's always like one of the stops on tour that I very look forward to.
Yeah, man. I honestly I've only been to like 3 concerts in my life, but I've heard it's great for shows and like people are nice there, you know.
It is really
It's all good.
very, very sweet. I'm from Chicago, so I feel like that's
Okay.
like Canada, both
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, it's along the lines.
in weather. So I feel very at home in Toronto.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you.
That's awesome, dude. Well, what part of Nashville are you in? Are you like in East Nashville? What's the vibe in
Like
that?
I'm working mostly with people in East Nashville, but like I'm living in like by the airport ish right now. Like I'm staying with like somebody. Just like I came here to write for like 2 weeks and like produce for other people and like just do that kind of trip. And
Sick.
then Chronically Cautious happened like 2 weeks in, and I was like, I
Oh,
guess I'm
crazy.
staying. So I've just like been here ever since and like am figuring stuff out. But yeah,
Well, in music, you never like mean to move anywhere. You just
yeah,
kind of like up where you end up when it started happening.
yeah.
You know, like it very much so like that. That's awesome. Are you doing shows this year, or are you just finishing
I
records and shit?
I want to do shows like so bad. Like as soon as I can do it, I want to. Like that's been my dream for forever. But yeah, right now I'm just like working on the catalog and just building up stuff. I think like yeah, as soon as I can do shows, I want to. But I want to do like an LA trip and like I don't know. Last time I visited LA was in November. I went for like a month and just lived in my car and like did sessions.
A lot.
So I feel like I have a certain picture of LA and how like it feels, but that's also like not a fair one. So I feel like I should come out there and like really see what's going on before I choose where I'm gonna move to, you know?
Yeah, of course. I feel that very much. Yeah, it's funny how like LA changes the more you go. So big, you can't kind of get it on the first go a lot of times.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you'll think very differently of it this time around.
I mean, I hope so. How long have you been out there?
Dude, I've been out here for 5 years, which is insane.
Damn,
It
dude.
it and it also has like kind of the COVID effect though, because that was like in the middle of my 5 years.
Yeah.
I've been touring so much throughout the last 5 years that it really doesn't feel like 5 years. It's like really just starting to feel like home,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
a crazy thing to say after 5 years, but it is kind of how it is.
How much of the year do you spend on the road?
The last couple of years have been like a lot of shows, like kind of like I'd say like maybe even more than half the year for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And pre-COVID, it was like that too.
Do
Um,
you enjoy like the road life and all that stuff?
dude, I love it. I mean, playing shows, I feel like I'm the last age where like we started with playing shows, rather than like
Yeah.
starting with production.
Yeah.
Like all my musicals growing up were like, how can I play shows? That was like I didn't even know how to produce until I was like 20 years old, pretty much. That's when I
Damn.
was serious about it. Um, so like growing up, it was just like, what pizza place will give me free pizza in return for like me playing for 2 hours? Like that was like the
That's
only thing
sick.
I thought about. So for me, that's always been like that's as good as it gets is like being on stage and getting to play songs for people. Also, like you'll see have you played Chronically Cautious live yet? Have you, like
No, no, I've literally never played a show since I opened one show and that's it.
once you play that shit live and you hear people singing, it's like a drug. You're just gonna be like, I need to do
Yeah.
this all the time. Um,
There's a lot of pressure though, dude, because I've never played. I've played one show before, and like I feel like everybody else like before me, like this whole story was like you play bars and you play like thousands of shows until like you actually like have people who care to see it. But now like my first like real show is gonna be like something that like matters, and that's like a little scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I get that. That is true. But there's, first of all, there's no right way to do it. And second of all, part of like getting better at playing shows is obviously you get better at playing shows. But I think an even bigger part of it is you learn that like messing up isn't a big deal.
Yeah,
You know, you're like now I feel like everything that can go wrong has happened to the point where
yeah.
what could happen that, you know, and also like you have to like put yourself, like you've been to shows like when like the guitarist breaks a string or when they forget a word, it's like a fun moment. It's not like bad. It's like
Yeah, I feel that.
once I realized all the stuff I was scared of happening will make the show better, that now I'm just like, okay, playing with house money every night. Like
Yeah, that's
whatever happens.
cool. That's really cool. Yeah, dude. For me, my first show, I went on. I was the first of two openers, and I go up and I'm like just like doing the crowd work that I've never done before, and I'm like like not even 30 seconds into talking, and I'm like, so this song's about, and this guy goes, play the song. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like sweaty and like my hands are shaking. Like it's the worst thing, man. But like since then, I feel like that was like the peak of how like of like stage fright. Where after that, it was like whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%. It's yeah. It that perfectly encapsulates kind of the experience of like getting over all that shit and just starting to enjoy it.
Yeah. What's your like worst story, like your worst moment that's happened on stage that's like super embarrassing?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, this actually happened before. I want to say I opened for John Mayer last year, which for me was like that's
Damn, that's I didn't even know you did that. That's crazy.
that's good. Which, and it fucking rips.
Yeah.
But my all of my equipment, like guitar, pedal board, amp, in-ear stuff, everything didn't get there on time for the first show. Like it like got stuck somewhere
Oh shit.
2 hours before the show, and we still didn't have it. And this kind of like goes with what I'm saying, because like we just rented guitars from this like local music store in Albany, New York, and we just ripped it. And it's like
Oh,
when you like when everything goes wrong, it's almost there's no more like excuses in your mind. You know, you're
yeah.
already fucked.
That's
So my
like the worst opening slot to like not to like have a guitar malfunction because
I know,
everybody's there for that.
yeah, because I just, you know, met John. Like now I feel like I would have been like, hey dude, can I borrow a guitar? All mine are lost, you know.
Yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
don't want to bother him or any shit like
Yeah, the
that.
first time you meet John Mayer, you don't want to
Yeah,
ask him for guitar. Yeah.
I forgot my guitar for the first gig. Can I borrow one of yours?
Yeah.
You know,
That's crazy.
Uh,
That's wild.
that's the first thing in mind. But I've had it happen. Over
You ever
the
had like auto tune like be in the wrong key on stage?
I'm not using it live at
Okay.
all.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I saw there's been a couple artists who like have had viral moments from it, like being set to the wrong thing, and it's just the worst moment ever.
That's terrifying. That's really
Yeah.
terrifying.
Well,
That's
you
like,
think you're killing it and you're just not.
yeah, that's the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do as well, you know?
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Super
Uh,
awful.
yeah, I don't I feel like I'd rather just kind of miss some notes and just,
I respect the fuck out of that, dude. Like I totally respect that, and I think that's awesome. And like for me, I don't know if that's the route that I would go, but I think that like that is like a really cool thing to do, and that's such a pure thing that I feel like definitely keeps a lot of like the emotion in it and all that stuff. Like for me,
it also depends on like how you produce your vocals in your records too. Like
yeah,
mine is like, I'll use autotune on like certain songs, certain moments, but not even all of my songs are even like tuned, you know? And like,
really,
yeah, I mean, most of them are in some capacity, but there's a few songs where I'm just like, it sounds good as is. And also, like, a problem, I don't know. I feel like another reason why a lot of people do use autotune and why I don't like when people say it's always bad is because, like back in the day, they weren't singing along with perfect harmony. You know, you got to think about
yeah,
effects and the way things are. Like, everything is perfect. So you're singing along with perfection. Like,
yeah,
it's not even, you know? So, but I feel like once I started doing it, especially once I started having like a four-piece band and having more things be live, like I didn't feel as much anxiety being a little pitchy here and a little pitchy there, because it was against real instruments.
yeah. And it's such a big moment too. Like when you're in a crowd and there's a full band on stage, such a powerful thing that you're not looking for the little
Yeah,
imperfections.
exactly.
That's,
You just kind of,
how much touring have you done like with like a full band versus like with tracks? Like how much harder is it with just tracks and going up just kind of by yourself on stage?
yeah. I mean, even with a full band, we usually, for most of the songs, we'll have like some tracks in the background for sure.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
because like you want to, I mean, like I'm a big fan when you see me live, it should sound like kind of the live versions of the songs, but at the same time, you want to like be true to the record in some capacity.
Yeah.
I of ebbed and flowed in how much I enjoy just like up there solo with tracks. I think it kind of depends more than anything. It depends on the crowd and like who they are, you know, and what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But I've had good experience with that, and I've had really bad experience with that. You know, I think it's just day by day.
Day by day, man. I'm like excited to get the reps in, but I know that like it's not gonna be perfect right away, and it's gonna shatter like my own expectations. You know what I mean?
Of course, but I think that's a good thing, and I think that'll
Yeah.
just when it does feel as good as you wanted it to feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Well, shit, dude. Thanks for hopping on. It's great to
Thanks
this
for
is
having me, man. I really appreciate it.
for everyone
So
watching.
nice meeting you.
We've gotten to say what up.
Yeah.
So very strange way to say hi to someone time, but
Yeah. It's
no,
it's all good. I'm sure I'll meet you eventually. I'll let you know when I'm in LA and all that stuff.
yeah, I would love that, man, and congrats on everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Take
No doubt.
care.
Peace, dude. All right, that was awesome. What a fun way to meet someone for the first time. Grace, text me. Where are you? Um, all right, my voice is a little fucked right now, but I would sing a little something if someone has a request. I saw someone asked for the twin song. I think I'm calling it the twin song. What mic do you use? I use for my vocals for most of the time. My vocals and people I produce, I use a Peluso P12. It's like a C12 type microphone, and I like it a lot. It's pretty it's pretty good, especially as far as like mics that aren't like $20,000. I think it's great. So yeah, I recommend it. Anyways, if you were a twin, the identical kind, the very same body and the very same mind. Mom and Dad couldn't tell left from right. With one quick smile, so know you were mine. If you were asleep for the rest of my days, well, I'd quit my job and just lay face to face. 'Cause going to dinner don't sound all that great without you there to pick fries off my plate. I don't know if I remember the chorus chord. And I don't believe in love at first sight. Fuck. But what is that? I don't believe in love at first sight. But I loved you the first time I saw you. I don't believe in myself all the time. But I know I'd do anything for you. I don't believe in anything but you. I'm Japanese. I love you. I love you too. I'm coming to Japan later this year. I don't know why I just said it like Japan, but I am coming there later this year for Fuji Rock. And I'm very excited. Tokyo is my favorite place I've ever been, by far. So, I'll see you there.